Hi, my name is Dan Fleming and I was the inaugural course coordinator, facilitator and one of the presenters for the online program in Catholic ethics for the health and aged care sector entitled Decoding the Code. In this short video we want to give you a sense of what's involved in Decoding the Code, and we'll take you on a little tour of some of the features of this great program. So I'd like to start by giving you a bit of a history of how it is that Decoding the Code developed, and an insight into why it is called what it's called. And really its genesis comes from this remarkable book here, published by Catholic Health Australia, The Code of Ethical Standards for Catholic Health and Aged Care Services in Australia. What was recognised in the sector was, whilst that very rich resource was sitting on a lot of people's shelves in health and aged care services, it wasn't being used to its best effect, largely because people didn't understand the ethical vision, the profound Catholic ethical vision which sits behind what the code speaks about. And so it was suggested, and this came out of Catholic Health Australia, that a formation program be developed for everyone who works in health and aged care. We're talking about clinicians, unit managers, administrators, executives, and everyone in between who's involved in the delivery of health and aged care services in the Australian context in our remarkable Catholic institutions which deliver this. So what's unique about Decoding the Code is its delivery methodology, which we were able to build from the Broken Bay Institute's great experience in distance and online education in the Australian context. The methodology works like this. We begin the program with an introductory face-to-face session, which allows all participants to gather together to get to know me as the facilitator and to get to know each other as well, so that they understand a bit about where people are coming from with whom they'll be sharing the course journey. And then, because we recognise it's very hard in our day and age, especially in health and aged care, to find weekly blocks of time where we can gather together and speak to each other in a face-to-face environment, the program then filters into an online mode, which includes videos prepared by experts in relevant fields across the 8 sessions, and then also some time for online discussion so that people can unpack what they're learning from those videos and from the readings, which we've very carefully chosen to make sure that they relate closely to the kind of work people are doing on the ground, as it were, in health and aged care services.
It's actually the ethics that happens within our organisations that is critical to the way that we live and work and have our being, because we spend so many hours of each day for so many years at work. And so it's organisational ethics that I think is the next brave frontier for Catholic thinkers.
Firstly, I want to describe how we understand the concept of the dignity of the human person and what we mean by a human person. Secondly, that the concept of vulnerability is key to how we understand the dignity of persons and why human personality is so crucial to the way we understand ethics. Thirdly, that the human person is the central subject of healthcare ministry and of ethics in the Catholic tradition.
Preparation for death is very important, and the mistake people make is that they start preparation for death as death commences. And actually we all have a life-limiting illness, it's called life.
We hope to welcome you into the next iteration of Decoding the Code.